What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kara, and this is week 10 of my 13-week fiber study. If this is your first time here, I suggest you go check out all the rest. I think it's this corner. All the other weeks that I have previously been spinning. There have been some fun and interesting and weird ones so far. We've made it to the point where we've just got sheep breeds. Since we've made it through the majority of the list, I've decided to nix the dice rolling portion. I'm just gonna pull them. I'm just gonna reach in to the box and randomly, blindly pull them out for the week. So let's see. Like this is what we have left. Texel, Norwegian. How many do I need? 5? That was 2. Finn, Boreray, 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and Soay. First up is Texel, or is it Texel? The roving. I feel like I might like it. It could go either way, just based on initial feels. I like it. I like it. It reminds me of one of the breeds I did last week that I really liked. Was it the Whiteface Woodland? I can't remember off the top of my head, but maybe. Or the Black Welsh Mountain? The Black Welsh Mountain? One of those, I think. That's what this reminds me of. I really like this. It feels nice. It's got that little bit of tooth, but still drafts pretty smoothly. Like I don't even have to think about it. And so today, the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool classes are up for viewing, so that's exciting. I was looking at that earlier. There's 4 classes I'm interested in. Will I take all 4? We'll see. I would love to. 3 of them are spinning and fleece processing related, and one of them is knitting related. There's Texel. I really enjoyed that. I think that's a love. Not the most, like the softest, like next to skin soft, but like outerwear cardigan soft, for sure. I definitely have a cardigan that feels like this, so I would do that again. Starting off strong with a love. Up next is Norwegian, and this is really soft. Like this feels nice. Oh, that's kind of buttery. Oh, I really like this. Buttery is just it's a little softer than the Texel, but it has a similar draft feel. Oh, I love this. This is really nice. Spin it nice and thin. Yeah, this is really nice. I don't even have to look. This would probably long draw beautifully. I can go nice and fast too. There's Norwegian. Yeah, that's nice. It is softer than the Texel. Almost next to skin soft. At least for me. My next to skin standards. It's really close. Oh yeah. Yep. That's a nice yarn. I love that. I loved spinning it. Lots of love, folks. I'm gonna do Soay next. And look at this color. Oh, can you focus, camera, please? Look at that color. Oh, it's so good. Now this is really short. Well, I guess it's not too short. It's a little short. Okay, it looks shorter than it is because like it just crimps up so much, but then it like you can't see it because it wants to look at my face like that, but then it like pops back. Soay is one of the only breeds left that still shed. We've essentially breeded that ability out of sheep over the millennia that we have kept them as livestock, because if they shed, that makes it harder to collect, because you have to go out in the pasture and find it or pluck it off the sheep, or instead of just this is the day we're gonna shave them, and then you get the whole fleece at a time. From an efficiency standpoint, I understand why this trait has been bred out of all the sheep. That's why I would argue that wool is vegan, because if you don't shear the sheep, they will literally die. It will literally kill them. And wool is biodegradable, and I think compared to all of the plant fibers, you don't need as much water. Like I know cotton, like you need so much water for those crops, but sheep, not so much. So that's my 2 cents on vegan yarn. I think wool is probably the most ethical fiber. Just my personal opinion. Anyways, back to the breed at hand. I like this. It's a little bit shorter than I prefer, but I can spin it really thin. It does require a little bit more focus than some of the other ones, and that honestly is probably partly prep, because I definitely said this before, I don't know if I'm carding right. I'm just carding enough to get the job done. It's not pretty in any way. It's a very whipped up kind of end result. Another one of the skills that I want to improve upon this year, especially now that I think I have 8 fleeces now. Oops. Yeah, so this is a little bit shorter than I prefer, but it isn't unpleasant either. I think this is a like. Would pick other things over it. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's Soay. I didn't mind that. It's a pretty nice yarn. A little bit of a shorter staple length than I prefer. I probably wouldn't reach for it. Yeah, it was all right. It was okay. I love this color. Soay is pretty okay. Next up is Boreray. Boreray? There's 2 R's in there. I think I might at least like it. Think it's okay. It doesn't want to spin as thin as I want it to spin. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I can still spin it thin. If I wanted to spin it thinner, it just needs more twist. It's okay. A little bit of a shorter staple length than I like the Soay. Not quite as short, but leaning shorter than what I prefer. It's a little nappy, but I think that's prep. Alrighty, that's Boreray. That was fine. Not really my cup of tea. There's other things I like better. A decent yarn though, like it's elastic. This would be good sweater for a sweater, for a cardigan. Not next to skin, but like, I don't know. Am I the only person who wears like a light long sleeve shirt under all their sweaters? Anyways, yeah, that was alright. Okay. Goes in the okay pile. And last up we have Finn. This is quite rustic, but I like it. I don't mind spinning this. This is much more fun to spin than the last couple. That's for sure. Can spin it thin, drafts pretty nice. I don't have to think too much. This is probably long drawn ice. That's Finn. That was pleasant to spin. A little bit toothier and more rustic than I prefer, both in a draft and in a yarn. So I probably won't reach for it. But the spinning experience was still pleasant. So that was a pretty alright yarn. Not for me, but maybe for somebody else. Feels kind of weird to not have another segment. Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4? That was 5. I've had some such weird ones lately that this video feels uneventful. I think I should do one more. Castlemilk Moorit. I think I have a fun fact about this one, and I think it's this breed. I'm only like 80% sure it's this breed, but the fun fact is that if it is this breed, it was bred specifically to look nice on some guy's lawn, on the lawn of his castle. He wanted sheep on his lawn and wanted them to look a certain way, and so he got them bred to be a certain way. So lawn ornament sheep. Oh, I like this. I can spin it thin. It's got that spongy quality I can't decide if I like or not. Yeah, that spongy quality, and I feel like that texture kind of leans toward a fiber being neppy unless you spin it thin enough to weed those nips out, which I don't think I'm a fan of, because I feel like it's forcing me to spin a certain thinness that maybe I don't always want. I definitely have to be a little bit more focused than sometimes I like to be when I'm spinning. It's not a subbed anime watching breed, because I need to be looking here versus over there. And the staple length is a little bit shorter than I like to. Alrighty, there's Castlemilk Moorit. Quite spongy. Decent elasticity because of it. Yeah, okay yarn. I think This would probably look nicer as a 3-ply than a 2-ply, that's for sure. Just because I had to spin it so thin for it to get the consistency that I prefer. But again, it wasn't really my preferred spinning experience. Yes, I could make the yarn more what I like. Is it worth it when there's other things I could enjoy the whole process of? So that's Castlemilk Moorit. So only a couple more weeks left. Then I get to move on to the next project. And also still haven't made my notes binder. I think that's probably gonna happen once I'm done with all the spinning. Because when I started, I didn't really quite know what my grading was gonna be, what my rubric was, if you will. Have I been taking notes? Yes, right here. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, go watch the other weeks I've done, all the things, if you're interested in more. And I will see you next week. Happy crafting! Bye!